He was murdered! Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, what's wrong with the kids today? I mean, you mean somebody killed him? No, he did it with his hands tied behind. He's a great athlete. He should have been in the Olympics, you know. But they focus on athleticism and this and 17 feet, and then they kind of skip the coal crusher part, and then the second time of the coal crusher, and then the third time of the coal crusher, and then when I say every fucking bone in his body was crushed, and then somebody goes, he was murdered. That's why it's over. I mean, Jesus. Now, when I was that age, if somebody would tell, I mean, as soon as they said his hands were tied behind his back, I knew where the story was going. It wouldn't have taken me all this time to figure out that somebody killed him. The world, I mean, the world's fucked. I mean, you kids are leading us down a primrose path to hell. I mean, if there's no hell, whatever the equivalent thereof, Jesus Christ. Okay, who's my 5? 6? Okay. Tonight we eat in the castle. We've had enough R&R, and tonight you're going to see yet another management style, and from a Hall of Famer, and we've covered all the steps between Attila the Hun and the Pope, more or less. And then tomorrow we're going to go through the steps and the moving parts, which are very few, for working capital, which is my favorite, and it will be your favorite too. You will learn to love that portion of what I'm going to talk about tomorrow, working capital, because that's essentially money that indirectly coming to you and the board, and then internal and external. And the external is mine, rolling up fragmented industries, which is in 3 short blocks because there's not a lot to say, because we've already covered it, virtually all the points. And then any last minute role plays you want me to go through, and questions you want to ask me. The question about using the accounting firm and the law firm was good. I'm glad you brought it up, because it opens up a new dimension to your credibility when you're sitting there in your accounting firm's offices or your law firm's offices, and the banks are pitching you. It changes the dynamic, and it's almost all in your favor. And it works, and it continues to work. And as you heard Dr. Joe, although he left off a couple of things, and he misspoke naming a couple of things, the wrong thing, but the bottom line is it doesn't matter because he still got it done. And and he said, with his own words, he said, we spend too much time on the detail. Now, I don't spend too much time on the detail, but you. And so it's pretty damn straightforward. Any questions on anything, about anything? Go back and make sure your kilt's fit, because I don't want you showing up with your kilt falling down to your knees. And again, I highly recommend, even though it's not the style to wear underwear under your kilt, I highly recommend that you do, because now I think they're funny, but you'll think they're embarrassing. We've had some embarrassing things happen when the guys don't wear. There is an art to sitting with your legs together, which men aren't trained to do. All the guys have your legs apart, right? And you have your legs crossed, okay? Well, if you sit like that with your kilt, I don't give a shit. To me, you're not going to embarrass me, but you might embarrass the ladies in here, and or Walter. Or somebody else. Okay, anything from anybody? Question? Okay, kids, we'll see you tonight at dinner. Thank you very much. Goodbye, YouTube.